Welcome to The Digital Shift. We are your hosts, Jessica Green
and Natasha Roberson. Together, we are here to help you build a tech-savvy empire and take your business to the next level.
If you're an entrepreneur, social marketer, or business owner, ready to scale smarter, not harder, this is the podcast for you.
Every week, we bring you expert insights, actionable strategies, and the latest trends to help you infuse tech into your business so you can automate, optimize, and grow.
From mastering automation and creating high-converting systems to building authentic customer connections, we cover everything you need to shift your business into higher gear.
So grab your coffee, get comfortable, and get ready to make your digital shift.
Let's do this.
Hello, my name is Natasha Roberson, and I am the CMO here at selfmade.biz. I am so excited to come to you today with our episode number 35, and it's all about automation overwhelm. And I say that because so many people are overwhelmed on where they start with automation. So we're going to talk about that today in this podcast episode. And it's all about starting with this one system first, right? So to break free of that overwhelm feeling, you need to start somewhere in one place. And so I want to talk to you about that today. So if you're feeling overwhelmed by all the tech tools, the to-do list, what comes first, what comes next, what comes last when it comes to automation, you are not alone, okay? Then this episode, I'm going to cut through all that noise. I, myself, Natasha Roberson, is going to break down the one system you should start with when building your automation in your business. Whether you're brand new to tech or stuck in the automation avoidance. Have you ever been there? This conversation will simply simplify the chaos and show you exactly where to begin so you get some fast wins and lasting results. So if you've ever said, I don't know where to start with automation, this is your starting point. I like to start off my episodes with a quote as well. And so today, it's all about automation isn't about doing less. It's about doing the right things at the right time without burning out. Let me say that again. Automation isn't about doing less. It's about doing the right things at the right time without burning out. How many of you guys can relate to that? So you're probably wondering, well, is this for me or is this not? Is this episode for me? Well, this episode is for entrepreneurs who are drowning in the tech overwhelm. This episode is for social marketers who know they need follow-up but haven't built it yet. They keep thinking, I can just do the manual way. I could just do it manually. This is for the coaches, the creators, and the course builders who are ready to scale. And for the business owners stuck in the manual hustle who needs relief fast. Okay. So let's dive right into the topics I want to cover today. So first one here is the real reason automation feels overwhelming. Let's just talk about it. Let's just get it all out there. Let's make this the foundation of our discussion today. So you're trying to do too much too fast. That is one reason you may be overwhelmed. You're trying to learn it, do it, implement it in like 20 things instead of just breaking down to one, mastering it, and then building upon it. Okay. Most people start with the wrong tools or systems. And it's not your fault, right? I started with tools that worked at that moment. The only thing I knew was to do this one over here, this one, right? I had 8 different logins to get all of my tech to work. And then I had one login to connect it all and hope that it connected well. So it's not your fault. There wasn't a system back then that had everything under one roof until we found our platform and what we've added to it and what we call now our self-made hub. And let's just be real. Not everything needs to be automated yet. You're trying to automate everything when 1 or 2 things need to be automated, then you go to 3 and 4 and so forth. So those are the main reasons people, maybe yourself, feel very overwhelmed when it comes to tech and automation. So diving into topic number 2 for you is the one system to start with, and it's your lead capture and follow-up flow. Why? You want leads and you want them to convert, right? So if we want leads and we want them to convert, we first need to have a capture system that then follows up with them to nurture them, to close them, right? So this is the one system that you need. And this is what you should start with. And I'll tell you all the automations that we have in place, everything that's automated, it all starts with this. Where's the lead coming from? How are we capturing it? And how are we following up with them to the end result we want? This is why it's the foundation for everything else. It starts here. You want to capture, you want to follow up, you want to close, right? Once you close them, you nurture them to results or to the next call to action, right? So this is where it all starts. If you can master this one system, you can duplicate this system endlessly for every single piece of your business. And this is the cool thing. When you create the system of capturing your lead and following up with them, you are going to get rid of all the guesswork and it's going to have consistency. How many of you guys are like, if I was just consistent, I would have more customers, I would have more sales, I would have more income? It's that consistency thing that you are fighting because you're like, I can do it manually. But the reality is, you can't. I couldn't. I failed so much when it came to manually following up with my leads. I would get multiple leads in per day, and I'd have to follow up with them, plus remember to follow up with the ones prior to, the week prior to, the month prior to, right? Because not every single person buys, converts on the first couple conversations. You definitely need, what I built was a conversion impact system that is going to follow up with them and convert them. What do you think happens when this one system starts running on autopilot? Well, I'll tell you my experience. This one system, when I put it into place, I had more time to have genuine conversations. I wasn't forcing conversations because I had to follow up. I had genuine relationship building conversations because I knew my automation was taking care of what it needed to take care of, right? It was following up with them, making sure everything was good, that they were getting their results they wanted, and so forth. The other thing that happens is you start to have more time and space for creative thinking. When you're overwhelmed and you're manually following up and you're manually capturing leads and you're manually doing this, and you have to remember that the amount of space in your brain for creativity is minimal. This is going to take that off your plate, running on autopilot, so you have more creative space and time to take that your business to that next level, that next thing, that next idea it needs to go and scale and build that momentum. So it's going to free up your time. It's going to obviously allow you to have more time in your business, right? And what I mean by that is like thinking inside your business, going, okay, this is running. I don't have to work in my business. I get to think in my business. I get to see how things are running, make small adjustments, and what's next? What's the next step to take me where we want to go in this business? So let's dive into topic number 3. And this is your first 3 automation steps. So this is where we start to take action, even if you're not tacky. Okay. So we got 3 steps. Step number 1 is going to create a high valued lead magnet. Maybe it's a quiz. Maybe it's a guide. Maybe it's a checklist. Maybe it's an ebook. Yes, you must have a high converting lead magnet, something every single person in your network would want if they were the ideal customer or business partner for you. So think about that. What is a good lead magnet for you? Is it a workbook? Because you have a course, maybe you have a free webinar that is your freebie. That's your lead magnet. It's this webinar you're not charging anyone for, and so forth. Maybe it's a workbook to a mini training that you do live or have a replay happening somewhere. Maybe it's an ebook that helps you to bring value to your topic, to your expertise, and it introduces them to what you have to offer, what you can provide for them. Maybe it's a guide. Maybe you're a travel agent and you have a guide. You're very specific to cruises, and you have a checklist, a guide of what to take on, what to not take, how to plan their vacation, and so forth. Maybe it's a quiz that's helping them determine if your health and wellness product is for them, or your skincare product is good for their skin, right? What is it that you offer as a lead magnet? That's step number one. Step number two is you're going to use a form or a social media keyword to capture that lead. So you can just create a simple form asking for their name, their email, their phone number, maybe ask a couple other questions that are important to you for why they're coming into your list. Or we like to do it straight off of social media, which I'm sure you would too, where when you post your social media content, your call to action is quiz. They drop the word quiz in the comments, and it starts taking them through your automation. And what we do here at the Self-Made Hub, and what I teach, the templates we offer, the tutorials come along with templates within our hub. But listen, when somebody comments a keyword, yes, we are going to deliver them a response, an initial DM. But in that initial DM, we're going to ask them, I guess, requalify them is the best way for me to share what that we do. So we're like, hey, we noticed you commented quiz on our social media post. Would you still like me to send over that quiz? They requalify themselves saying, yes, send it over. And then we say, okay, awesome. All I need is your best email. What is the best email? Drop it below and I'll send that quiz right over. Okay. So we ask for their email and say one more step. This is optional, but we would love to be able to text you tips and strategies that are going to help you with X, Y, and Z. We promise no spam, but drop your best phone number below and we'll send over some tips for you. So I've confirmed, I've requalified them, I've asked for their email, and then I ask for their phone number, and then I deliver the goods. That all happens in the social media keyword automation, which we call social sync over here at the Self-Made Hub. And so we like to do it that way, but there still is a point when we do have a form. Okay. So say somebody wants to watch our webinar, and our freebie, our lead magnet, is our free webinar. Well, when we have people come to our free webinar, we're going to have them register. That registration happens with a form. So that's the first thing, right? What is your lead magnet? What is it you're offering? Number two, is it going to be a form or a keyword automation, or sometimes both, you guys? Sometimes we're driving traffic over on social media and we're having them drop webinar in the comments. And guess what? That's going to drive them to getting their data, right? I'm going to ask for their email, I'm going to ask for their phone number, and I'm going to drive them over to watch the webinar. So we like to use both a lot of times. And then the final step here is to automate your follow-up with email, SMS, and DMs. So this is where people usually get stuck. This is where people are like, I know this is the lead magnet. I went over to Canva. I created this beautiful ebook or this quiz or this guide or what have you. And okay, I got my lead magnet. I know I'm going to use a form and keywords. Okay, this is great. I got this all figured out. And then they get to the automation of the follow-up and they're like, I don't even know what to say. I don't know what to send. I don't know what to do. And so this is where the stall happens. This is where the overwhelm steps in. And it's not because it's too much work. It's because you don't have a planned out strategy of what that follow-up should look like, because you've always manually done it inconsistently. You don't actually know what I would send a person on. Like, what is the customer journey I want to take them on from the moment they say, I'm interested in this webinar, to the moment they say, yes, I want your product. So what I want you to do today, and this is going to benefit you forever forward. Okay. This is a big deal. This is something huge. I want you to sit down and think of one entry point. What is that lead magnet? Are you going to use a form or social media keyword? And then I want you to truly map out what this customer journey looks like from the moment they say, yes, I'm interested in watching, to you converting them into a customer. And remember, when you automate your follow-up, you get to strategize what is the best touch points along the journey of 30 days. I like 30 days. Nobody ever says yes. Well, I shouldn't say that. There are a small percentage of people that say yes fast. Most of your people are going to say yes between day 10 and day 30. Okay. It's just how it is. They need more information. They need to go, is this who I want to work with? Do they have enough case studies, testimonials that back up what I'm looking for? And the only way to do that is to send them a follow-up, right? Create the flow of the follow-up. So in the Self-Made Hub, we have all of these templates. We have all of the framework. I literally hand you exactly the prompts for ChatGPT and all of that to help you not only build out your follow-up sequence, but to create the emails and the SMSs that need to go with all of that based off of what is your lead magnet, what are they supposed to be intaking, right? What are they supposed to be learning from you? And then we automate that follow-up. We create the emails, the SMS, and we create an automation that runs on autopilot. We have so many different things going on right now in our business that are all, we have, I know for sure we have at this current moment, 9 lead magnets that are out there being talked about, whether that's in email, whether that's in our social media, whether that's in ads, right? We have 9 happening. If I'm the CMO, I take care of all the marketing, all the automation, all the emails, all of this stuff. Do you really think that I can manually talk to all the people that are coming in from 9 different paths about 9 different topics, all within our business, but 9 different topics? There's no way. I would be inconsistent and we would not have the success we have when it comes to our follow-up conversion. So we automate all of that, but it takes a couple minutes, more than a couple minutes, but it takes some time to really think through what is that journey I want to take them on. And it's not going to be perfect the first time. It's not going to be perfect when you adjust it the 4th time. You're going to continue to adjust a few things by looking at open rates and click-through rates and things like that. But that's a whole nother topic to talk about. This is just getting it set up, right? So what is your lead magnet? What is the form? Like, what are the questions you want on the form? Or is it the keyword automation? And what is this? What is the follow-up? What are the maybe 10 touches over the next 30 days, right? Maybe I like to do a 14-point touch over 30 days. But maybe you start out small and you're just like, all right, these are the first 6 I want to take them on. This is the 6 I want to touch them with. And it's the immediate delivery of the goods. Then it's a follow-up. Did you watch the webinar? Oh my gosh, don't forget to, definitely make sure you watch from minute 10 to 14. We talk about this and it's going to blow your mind, right? So you're giving them little snippets into what they're missing if they didn't watch it yet. Okay. And so the 3rd touch is going to be a testimonial, when somebody put this into place, this is what happened. And you're driving them now after the 3rd touch. You're no longer driving them back to watch. You're driving them to what your next call to action is. What do you want them to do? Do you want them to buy a product, your service, join your opportunity? What is it? Because after that 3rd touch, we're now driving them into the next call to action, assuming they've already watched the video. They've already taken the quiz. They've already read the ebook. Make sense? And so from there, we're driving them to convert them into a customer or business partner. Okay. Let's talk now about some common mistakes that stall your automation progress. Trying to build the entire ecosystem all at once. It will stall. You will get overwhelmed. You will go Netflix and avoid. Another big mistake is jumping into complex tools without strategy or mentorship. Okay. So a lot of times people will jump in to our platform and they're like, oh my gosh, it's all in one. There's so much here. I don't know where to start. But they never joined us in our weekly strategy hour. They never asked questions to the mentors that are here at Self-Made. And they try to do it all on their own without even watching any tutorials or the steps. Okay. So even a simple tool can be overwhelming because you jump into it without strategy or mentorship. Automating without understanding the journey first. I just really dove into that in that last topic. So I'm not going to touch much on this, but it is so important to know what is the journey you want to take them on before you start to build the journey. So when I talk to ChatGPT to help guide me in the automation flow, I'm telling it literally on day one, I want to deliver this. Here's all the copy. Here's the transcript of that webinar, right? I'm giving it as much as I possibly can. On day two, I want to remind them. I want to give them some key topics that we talked about in the webinar, drive them back to that webinar to watch that piece. Day three, I want to give them not only a testimonial, but I want to give them a piece of that webinar and driving them back to watch it because they may not have watched it yet, or they may have missed that part, right? It didn't click. On day 6, but my fourth touch, I want to talk to them about the value of this in their life. If with this is going to happen. Without this is where you're going to stay stuck. On day 10, on the fifth touch, this is what I want to talk about. So I literally drive the entire flow, let ChatGPT do its thing. It spits it all out to me. And then I go in and humanize it. I give it some soul and some emotion. And sometimes it's like spot on. I have to do minimal adjustment. Sometimes it's off. And I'm like, all right, maybe my prompts weren't as good. Maybe I need to actually write out the email and go, this is what I'm looking for. Can you adjust it a little bit? So making sure you understand the journey first. And then in my final topic for today's podcast, I want to talk about the fast track with Self-Made Hub. We have the templates to help you launch your first system within hours, not weeks or months. We have a done with you setup and mentorship to guide you. If you haven't checked out our accelerator program, it is our signature program. It is literally going to help you build your entire ecosystem, right? Hence why most people get overwhelmed and stop and never even build one piece of their ecosystem. They're missing the mentorship. They're missing the templates, the guides, the tutorials that are going to get them their entire ecosystem. Our accelerator program is our signature program for a reason, because it literally will take you from zero to hero, from no ecosystem to a full automated money machine in 12 weeks. And we do it with you. And there's so many amazing testimonials of our members who literally would see results within the first few days of implementing this one system we talked about today, right? Getting that lead magnet, grabbing that form or that social sync, that automation off of social media, and creating the first flow you're going to take them on in the journey of the follow-up. They are getting results. Our friend Angela, she jumped in and she had things in place. What she didn't have was the journey, the follow-up. She had a funnel, she had a form, and she had an initial send. There was nothing then after. She implemented our follow-up strategy, our complete 14-point conversion impact system with our templates, our tutorials, and mentorship. And within the first 24 hours that she launched it, it took her about 2 days to create. That day she launched it to all of her current leads, she had 3 sales, $1,200 come into her bank account because she finally had the follow-up in place that they needed to make their decision, right? Absolutely wild. One simple thing that you're missing, that you're avoiding because you don't have the strategy or mentorship. Here at the Self-Made Hub, we not only give you your all-in-one platform for your membership cost, but you also get all of our tutorials, all of our templates, all of our mentorship. We go live once a week with all of our members. You get to hop on, ask us your specific business questions, and we help guide you to your next level. So today, if you're ready to ditch the overwhelm and start with one powerful system, grab your free trial of the Self-Made Hub and use our exact templates to automate your lead capture and follow-up. Get results fast. Head on over to self-made.biz. Under membership options, you're going to see the creator membership. The creator is the ultimate. It is the unlimited. It is the everything you need to run your entire business membership. It not only comes with the entire platform, it comes with all of our templates, all of our tutorials, us as your mentors, and we have what's called the Digital Shift Studio. And in that Digital Shift Studio is where we teach almost daily how to do certain things. That comes with your membership. So you get all of that for one small monthly price for what it was cheaper. So I just did my emails. Let me just give you a comparison here real quick. I did emails with Constant Contact for years. I was spending $295 a month on emails through Constant Contact. One thing, emails. That was it. Over here at the Self-Made Hub, you get your entire business ecosystem, your entire platform for funnels, websites, emails, SMS, all the things for $129. Your emails and SMS is an additional cost based off of how many you send. And I'm telling you, you're going to save hundreds of dollars over here. But anyhow, head on over to the self-made.biz. We are excited to welcome you into our membership and our mentorship. We cannot wait to help and guide you through the simple steps of creating your first automation from lead magnet to collection of data to the follow-up so you start getting results within days. Have an incredible day.
Thanks for tuning in to The Digital Shift. We hope today's episode gave you the tools and inspiration to take your business to the next level.
Don't forget, we have something for everyone to help you scale smarter. Whether you're just getting started or ready to go all in, we've got you covered.
Start with 14 days of free access to the Self-Made Hub, our all-in-one platform to automate, optimize, and grow your business.
Looking for more? Check out our Self-Made membership, where you can work at your own pace with help from your tech-savvy mentors.
Or take it to the next level with our 10-week accelerator program, perfect for those ready to scale with expert guidance and systems all in one place.
And if you're looking for done-for-you options, from custom funnel builds to fully done-for-you marketing systems customized just for your business,
visit us at self-made.biz to explore all of our programs and tools and find the perfect fit for your business needs.
Let's make your digital shift a reality. See you next time.